Hello, hello. So this is Olga Gaydana with a question to you. Are you constantly looking for what's wrong? When it comes to your life, when it comes to your relationships, when it comes to your health, when it comes to your career, whatever it comes to, it's always so much easier to constantly seek what is wrong. It's so much easier to find what's wrong. It's so much easier to find the faults with your body. It's so much easier to find what's wrong with the way you look. It's so much easier to find what's wrong with your partner or what's wrong with your whole relationship. When it comes to your work, it's so much easier to find out what's wrong with your work, what you don't like, or with your career, whatever it is. But the thing is, for as long as we're looking for what's wrong, we never really stay happy. And I'll give you an example. So I was always in the mindset of looking for faults in my partners before I met Manel, my husband. Whenever I would meet somebody on a date or anything, I'll be always looking for what's wrong with a person. What issue do they have? I would always have my coaching hat thinking, I wonder what traumas they have there that I'll have to deal with. As in, I was supposed to be their coach. Wrong! But that's who I was, right? That's who I was. And I'm open about it because I know that nobody's perfect. I wanted to be perfect, but nobody's perfect. And I hope me sharing that will make you think a little bit about yourself, okay? So here I was in my old relationships, all dating through my entire dating life, looking for faults, looking for what was wrong, looking for what was not working out. And of course, it was never working out because you always find what's wrong. Finding wrong stuff is a lot easier than finding good stuff. Once I realized that, I promised to myself, that was my promise to myself, I will stop doing that. And I will only look for the greatness in my partner. And I will only look for the great things, great qualities, great, fabulous, amazing things about my partner and my next relationship. That's exactly what happened. We met with Manal, and I was so good at finding what's great that actually, when one of my friends asked me, Olga, so I know how picky you are, and I know there have never been any perfect man for you. As in, perfect man even exists, right? But you asked me a question, Olga, but have you found until now what's wrong? Is he having anything that's wrong with him? Is there anything you don't like about him? And I remember my answer was, I actually struggle to tell you. For the first time in my life, I really struggled to find something wrong in my relationship or in my partner. Okay, those who know, you know the story of our relationship. Then we found out there was infidelity issues and all the rest, and from his side, and later on from my side, and whatever. Long story. But lately, what I discovered, that since the first time we discovered we have some challenges, I started going back to my old mentality. And I was paying more attention to what was wrong. And how do you think that was impacting my life? Because it wasn't only about what was wrong with my relationship with my partner. It was also about what was wrong with my body, what was wrong with my life, what was wrong with my career. And there were so many wrong things. Oh my God, there were so many wrong things, I can't tell you. There was a whole list, simply because my mind went into looking for something wrong in one area of my life, but the way how it works is never stays within one area. So when you look for something wrong within one area of your life, trust me, just like in my own example, that will pay back to you. That will backfire on you. And you will start noticing all the wrong stuff within your entire life. What have I started doing? First of all, I apologized. I had to take responsibility. I had to take responsibility for looking for the wrong. That was my self-defense mechanism. That was my coping mechanism. That was me trying to protect myself and prevent things happening. But second thing, I started shifting my mindset into looking for the right things. I started looking for the good things. I started looking for what was good rather what was wrong. And what happens when you do that? Eventually you start looking at your entire life at what is right versus what is wrong. You start noticing what is right with your body, what is right with your career, what is right with the way you are versus what is wrong. So my invitation, and I wouldn't say I'd like you to do from today, because who am I to tell you what you should do? But my invitation to you would be from today, start paying close attention to, are you looking for the faults or are you looking for the great stuff? Are you looking for what's right or are you looking for what's wrong? And promise to yourself, really promise to yourself, that from today you will do your best to look for what's right. Because when you do that, then you can up-level your life. When you start looking for what's right, then you will be able to really step up for yourself. Then you'll be able to attract even more greatness in your life. But until then, you will only attract negativity and more of what's wrong. Because remember, what you focus on expands, as says Tony Robbins. So make sure you do pay close attention to what's right, not what's wrong. Don't repeat my mistake. Don't allow that to ruin your life. Start paying attention to what works in your life. What is great about your body? What is fabulous about your partner and your relationships? What is fabulous about your work and your career? And you will see how the massive shift will be just around the corner. I wish you good luck with that. And if you struggle, let's talk about it. Many people really don't know how to do it, and I'm here to help you. Have a wonderful day wherever you are, and